Hello, my friend. Welcome back to English Journey. This is the place where we slow down, relax, and enjoy English together. I'm happy you're here today. Maybe you are at home right now. Maybe you are on a bus. Maybe you are driving to work. Or maybe you are lying in bed and listening before you sleep. Wherever you are, thank you for spending a few minutes with me. Today, I want to talk about something very simple. Something familiar. Something that has been with us since childhood. Rain. Some people love rainy days. Some people hate them. And some people only like rain when they can stay inside. I think I have been all three of those people at different times in my life. When I was a child, I loved rainy days. I really did. When I woke up in the morning and heard the sound of rain hitting the window, I felt excited. I would run to the window and look outside. The sky was gray. The roads were wet. The trees were moving in the wind. And somehow, everything felt different. Rainy days felt special. On sunny days, everyone went outside, but rainy days belonged to the people who stayed home. And I liked staying home. I liked sitting by the window and watching the rain fall. I liked listening to the soft sound on the roof. I liked wrapping myself in a blanket. The world outside seemed slower, quieter, softer. Sometimes I would sit for a long time and simply watch the water move down the glass. I didn't need a phone. I didn't need a computer. I didn't even need a plan. Watching the rain was enough. As a child, I also loved jumping in puddles. Maybe you did too. After a big rain, small puddles appeared everywhere. On the sidewalk, near the park, in the parking lot. My shoes became wet. My socks became wet. Sometimes my clothes became wet too. My mother did not always like that, but I didn't care. To me, those puddles were little lakes waiting for an adventure. A small jump could create a huge splash. At least that is how it felt. Children have a wonderful ability. They can turn ordinary things into exciting things. A puddle becomes a lake. A stick becomes a sword. A cardboard box becomes a castle. And a rainy day becomes a magical day. But something changes when we grow older. Rain started to mean different things. Instead of hearing the rain and feeling excited, I started thinking about practical things. Will the traffic be bad? Will I get wet? Do I have an umbrella? Will I be late? The rain itself did not change, but my thoughts changed. When we are children, we experience the world. When we are adults, we often manage the world. We make schedules. We solve problems. We check our phones. We worry about tomorrow. Little by little, we stop looking at the rain. We only think about what the rain will do to our plans. One day, I noticed something. I was walking home after work. It had been a long day. I was tired. My shoulders felt heavy. My mind was full of unfinished tasks. Then it started raining. At first, I felt annoyed. Of course it had to rain today, I thought. I didn't have an umbrella, and I wanted to get home quickly. But then something unexpected happened. I stopped walking for a moment and looked up. The rain was falling through the light of a street lamp. Thousands of tiny drops were shining like small pieces of glass. Cars moved slowly down the road. The city sounds became softer, and the air felt cooler. For a few seconds, everything became quiet. Not outside, inside. inside me. And suddenly I remembered those rainy days from childhood. The puddles, the window, the blanket, the simple happiness. That realization stayed with me. Sometimes happiness is not something we need to find. Sometimes it is something we stopped seeing. Life can become very busy. There is always another message to answer, another bill to pay, another thing to do. Our attention is pulled in 100 different directions every day. Because of that, we often miss small moments. The smell of coffee in the morning, the warmth of sunlight on a wall, the sound of birds outside the window, the feeling of clean sheets after a long day, the first bite of your favorite food, the sound of rain. These things seem small, but maybe they are not small at all. Maybe these moments are the real treasures of everyday life. A few months ago, there was a very heavy rain in the afternoon. I was sitting near a window. People outside were running. Some were covering their heads with bags. Some were trying to protect their shoes. Some were laughing. Some looked frustrated. Everyone reacted differently, but everyone was sharing the same rain. I found that interesting. The same situation can create different experiences. Sometimes the difference is not the weather. Sometimes it is our perspective. That day, I decided not to check my phone. Just for a few minutes, I watched the rain instead. The drops raced each other down the glass. Some moved fast. Some moved slowly. Some joined together and became larger. It sounds silly now, but it was strangely relaxing. Those few minutes felt peaceful. And peace is something many of us are searching for. We search for it in vacations, in new hobbies, in bigger houses, in future plans. But sometimes peace is already sitting beside us, quietly waiting, like rain on a window. I still don't enjoy every rainy day. Let's be honest. If I have important plans, I still prefer sunshine. If I need to walk somewhere, I still hope for clear skies. And if my shoes get soaked, I still complain a little. Some things never change. But now when it rains, I try to pause. Just for a moment, I try to listen. I try to notice. I try to remember that little child who thought puddles were exciting. That child is still somewhere inside me. And maybe inside you too. The next time it rains, maybe you can try something. Before you rush away, before you complain about the weather, before you look at your phone, take a moment, stand by a window, listen carefully, watch the drops fall, let yourself be still. Just for 1 minute, you might discover something surprising. Not about the rain, about yourself. Thank you for listening today. This is English Journey. If you enjoy this kind of slow and relaxing English, please subscribe and join us on this journey. Don't forget to like and share this episode with someone who might enjoy it too. Let's learn English together, one small step at a time, and discover the beauty of everyday life. Take care of yourself, stay warm, and I'll see you again soon. Goodbye, my friend.